Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we have the Novice 3 from Eachine. The Novice 3 is a ready to fly kit and has everything that you need to get into the FPV hobby. This is a well put together kit if you are just starting and looking for a great turnkey beginner kit. The drone comes in this nice carrying case, so it's easy to keep everything together when you want to go fly, and it's all in one box and it's well protected. Eachine has previously released the Novice 1 and the Novice 2. However, in my opinion, this is by far their best kit. The kit has an upgraded headset and transmitter from the Eachine Novice 2. The Novice 3 is also capable of running up to a 3S LiPo battery, whereas the Novice 2 could only go 1 or 2S LiPo batteries. So inside the kit here, we've got a nice fabric hard case. We open up. The first thing that we see is our transmitter and our headset. So the transmitter is the Eachine ER8, and you might recognize this transmitter if you've been in the drone hobby for a while now as being similar to the iRange X transmitter that they had for a couple years in the past. They don't produce these anymore, but Eachine has taken it, done a few modifications, and made it their brand. As you can see, it has Eachine written up at the top, and it's a very ergonomic controller. It fits really well in the hand, and it's nice. It's got nice full-size gimbals. Everything's easily accessible, and it seems to be pretty user-friendly. This transmitter is running an OpenTX system, so that's a very popular system. Down at the bottom, you'll see you have a micro USB port, so that you can go in and update the software if you need to. Next to that, you have the power switch, and this controller is running on one of the batteries from the kit. You get 2 batteries in the kit. We'll go into those in a little bit more detail in a minute. Nice thing with this controller is you can charge the batteries through this USB as well, so you don't have to take the batteries in and out of the box all the time at the back. Putting the controller aside, next we have the headset, these goggles. These are the Eachine EV800. Now these are very popular for beginner kits and just beginner getting into the FPV hobby. They are detachable from the screen, so you can use it as a monitor if you don't want to be flying with the headset on all the time, or if you have other headsets or goggles, you can let any bystanders use this to be able to see what you're seeing real time. Now this is not the same as the EV800D that Eachine also produced. The EV800D, which we have right here, has 2 antennas, as you can see, as opposed to just the 1 antenna. And this is for diversity. So between the 2 headsets, this one will have a bit of a better signal, and it also supports OSD, whereas this one doesn't. So it's still a really great headset, and many people have used it for a long time. This is really good for a beginner. However, sometime in the future, you're probably going to want to look at upgrading to a better headset or something else. Next in the case, we have the batteries, and there are 2 different versions of the Eachine Novice 3. There's the standard version, which comes with 2 batteries, and a Fly More combo that comes with 4 batteries. These are Tattoo 450 mAh 3S LiPo batteries with 75C rating. So these are really nice little batteries for this little drone. It's a small little drone, but these give you a good flight time. That's rated on their website for about 8 to 10 minutes, but whenever we've been flying this so far, we've been getting about a solid 6 or 7 minutes so far. Next in the case, you have the chargers. So you get this Eachine charger. This charges anywhere from a 2 to a 4S LiPo battery. You have this cable right here, which plugs into the wall, and this also plugs in on the back side of the controller. You can plug in your batteries right. The cool thing with this little piece is you can take the batteries, plug them straight in, and it'll give you the voltage for each of the cells on the battery, or the total voltage. So this is a nice little thing just to have with you in the field. That way, if you don't know what your voltage is, if you've used that battery already or not, you can just check it, plug it in, and be ready to go. Next in the case is the Eachine Novice 3, the drone itself. This is on a carbon fiber frame. It's a toothpick style drone, so we got these really thin carbon fiber arms, but it's still pretty strong. Got a nice Caddx camera up at the front. This weighs about 62 grams when put on the scale, The batteries with it just get it just over 100 grams, so it's a very, very light little drone, but it's got plenty of punch, plenty of power, just from what we've been flying so far. The drone itself is built on a 135mm frame. It's running HQ 3-inch props and comes with a second set. This drone is capable of running 2 to 3S LiPo batteries, which you can see go on the strap underneath just to hold it in place. Looking at the inside of the drone, we have the VTX on the top and the flight controller on the bottom. This is F4 flight controller with a 4-in-1 ESC. The Novice 3 comes with a whole bunch of LEDs already pre-installed on the inside. We can set different patterns or different colors however you'd like them. The battery mounts down at the bottom with this strap, and you can carry up to a 650 milliamp battery comfortably before it starts getting a little bit heavy for the drone. The strap is nice and long so that you can hold the larger batteries without having to replace your strap to get something to grab it and hold it nicer. One thing I'd like to mention is that the antennas on the drone, whenever you first get it, are loose, and so you'll want to bind these up somehow. That way you keep them from getting caught in your props and dealing damage to the drone. Overall, this is a pretty good starter kit for someone looking to get into the FPV hobby. It has some pretty decent equipment and at an affordable price point so that you can have a positive first experience flying FPV drones and not getting overwhelmed with all the technical issues that jumping right in and building a drone can cause. This drone is pretty zippy, and you'll want to make sure that you have plenty of room to fly around, especially if you're a beginner. Flying in acro mode is not something a beginner would want to start with, and if you haven't flown much before. Stay in the stability mode for the first couple of flights just to learn the controls and figure out the sensitivity, but it's always a good thing to try to improve your flying skills by switching to acro and being more in control of the flight and pulling more stunts when you feel ready. An alternative way to practice would be to practice flying on the drone simulator until you can build muscle memory and are comfortable flying in acro mode for beginners. So there it is, the Eachine Novice 3. What are your thoughts and opinions about this drone, this kit as a whole? What would you change or improve, or would you leave it the same? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing. This is a new channel. We're still going to be producing a lot more drone reviews and drone content and FPV flights. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.